Bapu family. Bapu, believe ambitiously, persevere opportunities outstandingly. Today's topic, forgetfulness. Yes, forgetfulness can cause from stress, depression, etc. So sometimes some people, we think that they're ungrateful, but it's actually forgetfulness. Years of depression, years of stress, can cause lack of rest as well. So sometimes it's not ungrateful people are ungrateful, but they are forgetful. Yes, they are forgetful. They didn't remember what you did for them. They didn't remember. Yeah, they don't remember anything that you did, what you did. I want to make reference to a situation in which a young lady was so depressed, stressed out, on the verge of committing suicide. And I encouraged and assisted such lady. And I went as far as I put that lady in a house. Yes, I put that lady in my house, to trample on the pain, remove herself from the situation, the abusive relationship that she was in. I did everything I could at the time to ensure that her peace of mind and state of mind intact. But nevertheless, such lady developed forgetfulness. She forgot how I assisted her along the way. Oftentimes people forget, Yes, those who sacrifice, make the sacrifice for them. Yes, those who help them along the way. They always ignored the one who assisted them. Yes, help them to climb out of depression, stress. Help them to climb their way out of a sad situation which could have resulted in suicide. During their darkest times, those who were there for them, they forget those people. I don't want to put it to ungratefulness, but perhaps their experience caused them to be forgetful, because stress and depression actually cause forgetfulness. So there are many situations can make reference to many situations in which people who I assisted along the way, people who I helped financially and otherwise, they develop forgetfulness and trying to hype, trying to be rude and trying to act, in such a way. Forgetfulness. Forget the people who assisted them along the way. And it is very unfortunate, when you have people. There are many times there are people I assisted and, colloquially speaking, they turn their back on me. They behave as if, another colloquial expression, as if I ate their white fowl or yam their white fowl. And I wonder, what, is it forgetfulness or ungratefulness? What is it? So I start to realize that it has to always be ungratefulness, but rather forgetfulness. They don't remember what you did. Perhaps short-term memory, they develop short-term memory. They don't remember anything that you did for them. All the sacrifices that you made for them. You could have turned a blind eye, per se. You weren't obligated to extend such act of kindness towards them. It weren't an obligation. It's just an humanitarian effort. It was you're extending such kindness towards them. In their darkest times, when everyone turned their back on them, you were the one. You were that shoulder to lean on. But they forget and start to, when they find themselves in a better position, they start to hype. being disrespectful or trying to show, that you don't matter. And I look to myself and I say, look at this individual. Why sacrifice so much for? We are not related in any way. No. No form of relation. I did what I did. And I am not regretful of what I did. I extend such act of kindness out of the goodness of my heart. Yes, there are several people who I extend act of kindness who needed a shoulder to lean on. Yes, and pillows to cry on. And my home, I extend such act of kindness towards them. And I wondered, that sometimes people don't wish to assist others because of forgetfulness or ungratefulness. But I will continue to be the person who I am. One can trample on who I am, I have to stay true to myself. It's just unfortunate, how people developed forgetfulness or ungratefulness. Acting as if she forget what I did for her. Forget. When everyone turned their backs on her, colloquially speaking, her friends, close friends and family, relatives, forsake her. But I was the one who believed in her, that she has the potential. I see the potential in her. And she developed ungratefulness, or rather forgetfulness, because I don't want to diagnose her with the ungrateful syndrome as yet. Yes, forgetfulness. Forget the ones who were there for her during her darkest time, the time when she wanted to give up, she lost hope. Suicide was the next option. Was her only option at the time. Suicide. But she forget the one person who was there for her. You don't have any time for this individual anymore. They're just saying, get hype, get switch. It's not rich and switch, but sometimes life turn for some people, they feel themselves, superior. And I'm saying to myself, look at this individual. If you're not right, sometimes we have to search ourselves. If you're not right within, everything that in us will come out at some point. A lot of people, they are not right. Forgetfulness / or ungratefulness, I don't know which one it is. So I am trying to figure out if it's forgetfulness or ungratefulness. Which one? There's a thin line. They forget those who assisted them, who helped them along the way. You push out such effort, and in the long run, the people that you assisted, the people that you helped, behaving as if you hit their white fall when they should be grateful that you assisted them along the way, because they wouldn't be here now. Because they're reaching such depression, they entered that space of depression, so stressed out to the point of thinking about wanting to commit suicide. So oftentimes people, they always forget those who assisted them along the way, those who pulled them up, those who assisted them financially and otherwise. And so I have encountered so many forgetful people and ungrateful people in my lifetime, but that will not trample on me doing good. It won't trample on the kindness of my heart. I extend kindness to people in any way I can, even if it's a word of advice. And I can advise TikTokers continue to do good regardless of the fact that there are so many ungrateful or forgetful people in this life. Do good. Good will not, it might not come back to you, but your generation and your children will, such kindness that you extend to others will come back to your children and your future generation. Yes. So that is how life works. But I look at it, I'm saying to myself, wow, this person forget how many sacrifice, provide food, clothing, shelter for her as a stranger. What's wrong with these people? You sacrifice so much for someone, and for someone to behave in as if you ate their white fowl. I have to really wonder, what kind of world these people, some strange humans about. I don't even know if all of us are humans. I'm not even sure about that anymore, because humanity, I do not see the manifestation of human behavior. I've seen so many people inhumane treatment. People treat people inhumane regardless of how much good you do for them. In spite of your act of kindness, you extend such act of kindness towards them, they, colloquially speaking, throw dirty water in your face. But my father once said that you cannot throw water and duck back, it's gonna run off. Or you cannot use powder and blackboard. Yes. So all the blackboard are the blackbirds that I use powder and throw out the ears. Yes. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, blackbirds. Yes, and all the duck backs that I throw water and throw out the ears. Big up on yourself, ducks. Because there will be a time, when all the ducks and the blackbird realize that they should be appreciative of those who assisted them along the way during their darkest times, when friends and family forsake them. Yes, their close friends and families forsake them, and the option, the thought that came to their mind was just to end it, commit suicide. But the one person, that individual with that kind heart, extend kindness towards them and encourage them, help them to think about life in a holistic way and change your mindset from this negative thinking, wanting to commit suicide. These are the individuals they trampled on and embrace those who didn't care about them, care zero about them. And you find that human behavior, straight to understand human behavior, it is puzzling, to understand human behavior. Oftentimes, humans embrace those who don't mean them well and trample on those who actually there for them during their darkest times, and embrace those who didn't care about them. Care zero about them. So human being has a strange way of expressing themselves, has a strange way of living, because if you are trying to understand human, it will give you some, you will lose a few strands of hair from your head, because you cannot understand these humans, Yes, they are mind babbling. They will stress you out if you allow them to stress you out, because the people that they gravitate to, are the people that didn't care about them, and the people who are there for them. They trample on those people. They do everything in their power to show that, that they want the person to feel like, they're regretful of their actions. They're extending such kindness towards them. subhuman, to understand human being is a difficult thing. Don't try to understand humans, because they will surprise you. They will act in such a way that your mind, the human mind cannot comprehend, understand such behavior. Because this individual that I'm making reference to, such act of kindness that was extended was from the goodness of my heart. But the same individual become so corrupt and place themselves in a position of enemy. Yes, it's like an enemy versus, it's like an enemy situation, and I'm saying to myself, what's wrong with this person's memory? Is it forgetfulness or ungratefulness? Because there's a thin line, So I don't really want to judge is it which one, but the person will know which one, is it, if it's forgetful, they are forgetful or they are ungrateful. So oftentimes I look at people, human behavior, and they never seems to amaze me. Their behavior, just humans are just strange creatures. We are strange creatures indeed. Because what you expect from a human is that those who stand beside them in their darkest times, their lowest point in their lives, should be those humans they stand beside and try to, live among. But instead, those humans who assisted them along the way and give them encouragement and provide for them, whether financially, emotionally, and otherwise, those are the humans they trampled on. Trampling on such humans, and they don't feel any form of remorse, trampling on those people. So sometimes you have to remind them that you were the one. You was the one. Yes. Who was there for them during their darkest times, during the point of their life in which they want to give up. They lost hope. No way out. They didn't see any way out of the situation away from taking their lives. But you encourage them, you talk to them, you assisted them financially and otherwise. You provide shelter for them. But they didn't remember. They don't remember a thing. So I would just put it to forgetfulness rather than ungratefulness, because it must be forgetfulness. Yes, memory problem, depression cause and stress can cause memory loss. You don't remember a thing, you just do something and you don't even remember that you did it. So it can cause stress, and depression can lead to that. So I will just put it to forgetfulness rather than ungratefulness. Because, these people, there's some strange people. Look how many I've encountered some strange people in my lifetime, And that is the reason why I just learn to embrace my inner self and understand what life is. And don't try to, I cannot fix them, The only them can fix themselves. They have to liberate themselves from mental captivity. I cannot fix them. They're at the point in which they have to try to liberate themselves. Because when you expect, what you expect from human, oftentimes, that is not what because you expect that if you do good to someone, the person will be appreciative of such good, rather than the people that you do good for in this lifetime. Oftentimes are the people that will stab you in the back, colloquially speaking. The people who will betray you. They are the people who will trample on you. Those are the people who will quick to sell you out. Are the people that you assisted the most. They are the first to harshly criticize you. They are the first to put you down. They are the first to trample on you. And it shouldn't really change you, who you are from extending such act of kindness. It shouldn't change you from doing good. Because it good what you do will be beneficial, not just for you, but it will be beneficial for your children, the next generation. So Bapu TV would like to state that continue doing good, because the good you do will follow you and your generation. So if you don't get it, you are your generation. Your generation will benefit from such good. So continue to sow good seed. Yes. Do the good in spite of forgetful and ungrateful people. Yes. So Bapu TV, believe ambitiously, persevere opportunities outstandingly. I'm out.